Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Tuesday, the 7th of September 2021, and we're producing our gold and silver morning update and price forecast. With little economic news coming out of the United States yesterday, due to it being Labor Day, and nothing scheduled for today, it is not surprising that precious metal prices are broadly reacting to the change in the value of the US dollar. And as it strengthened yesterday, we've seen both a pullback of gold and silver, particularly in the last 24 hours, with silver falling the most. So let's take a look. Welcome to Illuminati Silver. It is Tuesday, 7th of September 2021, 09:54 a.m. GMT +1, and it's a very sunny morning, a sharp contrast to yesterday's fog. But we have some sun and some fog in today's news headlines. As far as politics is concerned, there is fog in that Johnson is to set out his $14 billion tax hike to fund social care. And UK retail sales lose steam as firms, shoppers fret over prices. Very interesting indeed. On the positive front for the US, unless of course you're very anti-China, China trade surges to new records on strong US and EU demand. So despite the political, shall we say, shenanigans between China and the rest of the world, its trade seems to be unaffected. China's export growth unexpectedly surged in August as suppliers likely boosted orders ahead of the year-end shopping season, offsetting any port disruptions due to fresh outbreaks of the Delta virus. Exports rose 25.6% in dollar terms from a year earlier to a record $294.3 billion, more than $10 billion above any previous month. Imports grew 33.1% to $236 billion, also the highest level ever, leaving a trade surplus of $58.3 billion for the month, the Customs Administration said on Tuesday. The pickup came despite disruptions at China's second largest port last month due to fresh virus outbreaks, which caused congestion and pushed up shipping costs. Global demand remains resilient, especially from the US and Europe, as retailers probably brought forward their Christmas shopping orders. So does that mean then we'll see a fall in November, December? However, Goldman Sachs cuts US growth forecasts as consumers seize harder path. Goldman Sachs Group Inc. economists revised down their forecast for growth in the US economy this year, pointing to a harder path ahead for the American consumer than previously anticipated. Overall expansion in 2021 is now seen at 5.7%, economist Ronnie Walker wrote in a report to clients on Monday. That compares with an expectation of 6% published at the end of August. Walker said the weaker growth will follow through into more of a pickup in 2022. Explaining the downgrade for 2021, Walker wrote that American consumers are likely to spend less amid the Delta variant's emergence, fading fiscal support, and a switch from demand for goods to services. He added that supply chain disruptions had hit inventory restocking too. The hurdle for strong consumption growth going forward appears much higher. So, very interesting, and of course this dovetails into the very poor non-farm payroll report we saw on Friday. Now, in the cryptocurrency world, something very exciting is happening. El Salvador holds 400 Bitcoin, and the price of Bitcoin jumps. Well, it did yesterday. Unfortunately, it's fallen back today. However, El Salvador has now officially declared Bitcoin a currency, an accepted currency. El Salvador holds 400 Bitcoins, President Nayib Bukele said on Monday, one day before the country formally adopts it as legal tender alongside the US dollar. Bitcoin temporarily climbed above 1.49% to more than $52,680 on Monday evening. Earlier on Monday, Bukele unveiled that El Salvador had bought its first 200 Bitcoins, saying on Twitter that our brokers will be buying a lot more as the deadline approaches. Later in the day, he said, "We now hold 400 Bitcoin." El Salvador is due to legalize Bitcoin on September the 7th, a move that the popular Bukele said will save Salvadorians living abroad millions of dollars in commissions on money they send home. So there we go. Is this the start now of crypto dominance? Business news: UK house prices at new high, but pace of growth slows. Planned job cuts fall despite furlough deadline. UK fires up coal power plant as gas prices soar. So much for the environment, eh? And chip shortage could last into 2023, says car boss. This is the owner of Mercedes-Benz and Daimler. Unfortunately, the Wirestar Michael K. Williams was found dead. Justin Trudeau was hit by stones on the campaign trail. And of course, there are still issues surrounding Afghanistan and Storm Ida. Let's have a look at the financials. Dollar index up. Part of the reason why we'll see in a moment. Precious metal prices have fallen. Dollar index is up 0.27 at 92.31. Energy prices slightly mixed. WTI crude is down 22 cents and Brent crude is up 33. Equity markets in the US obviously were closed yesterday, but they will be open today. Asia Pacific overnight, very positive, around 1% rise. But in Europe and UK this morning, 0.1 to 0.2% declines across the board. Economic data, nothing scheduled for today and of course nothing yesterday. Tomorrow we have consumer credit, which will be of interest. But perhaps for this week, the most important two pieces of data will be Thursday's initial jobless claims and Friday's producer price index. So what's happened to gold this morning? Well, it's down over the last 24 hours at least. It's down $9.60 at 1,814, still comfortably above 1,800. So, and if we compare it to Friday's close, Friday's close was 1828, so it's down some $13. Silver, I'm going to refresh the page slightly. Silver's down 32 cents over the last 24 hours at 24.44. Compared to Friday's close at 24.74, it's down 30 cents on the week so far. But of course, the dollar price has had an effect. Cryptocurrencies, let's look at those first. Down this morning, hugely strong yesterday, very much down this morning, 2.61% decrease. So you've got a market cap still at 2.29 trillion. Remember, we're predicting 2.5 to 3 trillion by the end of the year. And finally, a report has come out, and we're not pushing this, but it's important to be aware of where people's money is going at the moment. Bitcoin as the digital gold has significant upward potential, Miller Opportunity Trust. Miller Opportunity Trust terms Bitcoin as digital gold and believes the leading cryptocurrency has a huge upward potential as it's still some way behind the precious metal. Bitcoin has been touted as the digital gold in various quarters, and an investment trust now believes the cryptocurrency's upward potential is massive. And we'll do a separate video on this. But it just goes to show that now fund managers, hedge funds, investment advisors are all now turning attention to cryptocurrency, which does not bode terrifically well for us with precious metals, for the simple reason, not necessarily because people are going to sell precious metals to invest in crypto, but they may be diverting potential monies that would come this way to this new, inverted commas, asset class. Thank you so much for listening. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, press the bell sign. Have a great day and watch out for our next video, which will come out today, but later on, perhaps this evening UK time, on Bitcoin Gold. Illuminati silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice, and merely represent the personal views of its owners.